Hello beautiful, welcome to today's video and happy Halloween. If you need some Halloween inspo today, I'm going to be showing you 3 easy last minute Halloween makeup looks. So if you want to see them, keep on watching. So I already prepped my face and I'm moving right into foundation, and I'm using the Maybelline Eraser concealer and foundation. If you need a good drugstore concealer and foundation, I totally recommend these. They are so good, super hydrating, especially if you have dry skin. You want to make sure you use a hydrating foundation so when you go in with face paint it will look less dry. And I'm basically applying concealer. You can do this step after you do the mask, but it's easier for me to do it this way. And I'm gonna set it super lightly with a bit of foundation powder. I'm using MAC Cosmetics, and you can use any brand you want. Then with a black eye pencil, I'm starting to draw some like circles around my eyes. It doesn't need to be perfect because with the face paint I will perfect every line afterwards. I'm just like sketching, so it's easier for me. And then I'm going in with face paint. I'm using a black face paint with a flat brush. I'm wetting the face paint and then apply it directly into my skin and just like stay inside those lines. And what I like to do is use a hydrating mist or a face spray and spray directly into the face paint so it's not like super dry once I apply it, and it stays a little bit like hydrated. It doesn't get too dry because face paint can get a lot like crusty and dry, so I like to do that. So I'm just filling in everything with the black paint, going in for more and more until I'm happy with how it's looking. And as I go, I'm perfecting the lines with this brush, and then I will go with a smaller brush, like a flat brush with a little bit of foundation since I didn't set that part of my face, and perfecting everything. So I only set my face on like my eyes and let the bottom part of my face just with foundation, so I can go with a little bit of foundation later and perfect everything. And with another brush and with a black paint, I'm perfecting the lines even more. So it's okay if you do mistakes because you can go in with the concealer and with the black paint again and make sure everything is like perfectly lined. And then finally I'm setting my face with a foundation powder and a little bit more of a glow setting mist. Then I'm using the James Charles palette with Morphe and using the black shade to kind of set and darken up the face paint that I applied, and like pressing the pigment into like the paint so it darkens up. And then with the white shade I'm starting to do the highlights, because if you see Catwoman's mask is latex, so it's kind of shiny, so you want to make sure you like try to mimic those highlights, see the picture of the Catwoman and try to see where they are and place them exactly at the same place so it looks kind of like it's shiny like latex, not exactly, but is like kind of close. So you want to place them exactly where they are in the picture. And then on here with a white eyeliner, I'm drawing those little things that she has on the mask. It doesn't need to be perfect. They are not perfect on the picture as well. For the eyes, you can do anything you want, but I wanted to do a more like cat feline kind of look, and I'm going in with the Morphe brushes palette, some brown shades from that palette, and keep those brown shades on the outer portion of my eyes to lift my eyes. And then I'm using Rarebeauty eyeliner to do a super thick cat winged liner because that's what I feel it looks best on this look, and I'm making sure that it's super thick on the end, and then on the inner corner is super thin. That will lift up my eyes and it will make it look more like a cat eye, if you know what I mean. But you can basically do anything you want. You can go for a smoky eye if you want. And then on here I'm using a white pencil to make my eyes look bigger, and then using brown shades under my waterline. And then to finish the look I'm going in with Lily Lashes in Doha, and lipstick I'm using a red lipstick with a little bit of a darker lip liner because that's what she has, the Catwoman picture that I found online. And yeah, I'm loving this combo, so pretty. I love a bright red eye, and I think it complements this look a lot because it's so much black, so the red just like brings everything together. So that's it for the Catwoman look. Super easy and quick to recreate at home. Now let's move to the next one. Next we have the Glam Skull, and this is a classic. It's one of my favorites. It's very easy to do and it looks glam but scary, exactly what I like on Halloween. So you wanna go in with like a super glam look at the beginning. I'm using the Rarebeauty foundation and then going in with the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. I'm doing basically what I do when I do a super glam, heavy glam, and I'm baking with the Pound Cake Easy Bake from Huda Beauty, making sure everything stays on place. So this is like the base, and then I'm going in with some cream bronzer and starting with the shading. I'm starting to shade my temples, and then instead of putting the contour on my cheekbones, I'm doing under it. So I'm starting to creating that skull effect. You don't need to use cream bronzer. If you want, you can just go with powder, but I like using cream. So I'm going with the cream first and then going in with the powders. I'm using some brown shades, and with a eyeliner pencil I'm starting to draw the lines, and I'm following my natural like bone structure. So you want to make sure you follow your natural bone structure and create those skull lines. And I'm starting to use like a lighter shade of brown to kind of bring that shade outwards, and then a darker shade with the same pencil and darken up those lines so it's more like precise. It's a lot of back and forward with the shading until you like feel that is exactly how you want it. And I'm making sure that the line next to my ear is thinner, and then when you get closer to my mouth is thicker and is more like fading. So it's like looks like your face is thinner and creates that skull effect. Now on here I'm using a black shadow. You can go directly into eyeliner, but I shake a lot, so I need to do this with a black shadow first and then go on top with eyeliner. So I'm basically drawing lines, a straight line first and then drawing like the teeth effect. It doesn't need to be perfect. This look doesn't need to be perfect. It's okay if it's not perfect lines. So I'm using again the same black shade on my nose to create the shape of that nose, like the triangles, and create that skull nose. And then I'm going in with the eyeliner and fill in everything because I shake a lot, so I like to do black shadow first and then go over everything with the eyeliner so it's more intense and it stays for a much longer time. Then using the Kylie Cosmetics palette, I'm using like bronze shades on my eyes, and I'm doing a black smoky eye with the browns and the blacks, super like basic smoky eye. It doesn't need to be like super fancy or anything because I'm going to go over everything with some glitter, and this is the Kylie Cosmetics Coffee Bean Eye Glaze. I love Kylie Cosmetics eye glazes. They are so pigmented and stay on all night, and I wanted to do some like glitter on this look. And then to finish everything up, I am shading with a little bit of bronze and a little bit of like a more darker brown shade. I'm shading like the sides of my forehead to kind of like complete that skull look. And this is pretty much it for this look. This one is so easy, super simple, and you don't need a lot of like makeup products. So next we have the Scarface. I'm starting with some glue, and I'm gluing just like the middle part of my brow, bringing those hairs upwards, set everything with powder because I want to do like a scar going through like my eye. And then I'm going in with foundation. I'm using the ABH hydrating foundation all over my face. I love this foundation. Can you see how this shade is like my perfect match? Just love how glowy it looks. And with concealer, I'm going again with Too Faced concealer, Born This Way, my favorite concealer ever. But you can use whatever products you have at home. You don't need to go and buy new products. You can use what you have. It doesn't matter as long as it works for you. You can use what you have at home. This is like a last minute tutorial, so the best thing is use what you have at home. So here I'm lightly baking, taking it right away and like making sure my face is powdered. And then I'm going to bronze a little bit. I'm using a Morphe palette. This is a bronzer and highlight palette, and just like bronzing, just like as I usually do. This is a pretty normal look, just with like the left side of my face having those scars. So now I'm applying the foundation powder. This is the MAC Cosmetics foundation powder into like my brow, making sure everything is set, and I'm starting to do my brow. I'm making sure that I leave that little gap on my brow open. You can make it thinner or thicker. I made it a little bit thinner, and then I'm going in with more concealer and a lighter foundation powder to make it look more like a scar. Next thing, I want to use a red or light pink lip liner and like line the areas where you want your scars to be. So you can go with collodium. I don't know how to spell this, but this will make your skin like look like you have a scar in there. It's super cool how it works. You just apply it, let it dry, and it will look like a scar. It's better to do this without foundation underneath because it will look more real. And then I'm using like some red eyeshadows, making it longer, and some purples, applying a little bit more till I feel like I like the way it looks. And then with some like purple like paint to make it like less red, I'm going over everything with a little bit of purple. And then what I do is I take foundation powder and go over everything to take away that shine that collodium leaves. I don't know if I'm spelling this right, but it makes it look more natural. And then I'm doing a quick red smoky eye with just one shade. I don't remember which palette I use, but it's just like a red smoky eye. It doesn't need to be like perfect. You can do anything you want. Eyeliner, full glam, no glam, this is up to you, but I felt like doing red. Then using purple, I'm like filling in that gap that I had on my brow, and I'm finishing the look with some lip balm. So you can do this look as glam as you want or as simple as you want. So those are the 3 looks, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I hope you recreate them. Make sure you tag me if you do so. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the looks. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and hit the notification bell. And I hope to see you on my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.